What's happening? Shout out to everybody's pulling up in the building. Shout out to the ladies. Shout out to the gentlemen that's coming through. What's good? Shout out to the people that's replaying this. You already know we're gonna have an All-Star Wednesday today, and tonight we're gonna be talking about how to stop giving a fuck. All right, so just give me one brief moment. Hold on, one moment, please. Thank you for your patience. Shout out to everybody that's pulling in. You already know what's up. What's up? What's up? Hold on. Let me go ahead and type that. Yeah. We are gonna be live full in effect, man. What's good? What's good? Shout out to everybody that's pulling up in the building. Listen, this is gonna be a great conversation. I'm excited to talk about this. I'm going to get this thing going, man. We're gonna be talking about how to stop giving a fuck about haters. Okay? Because just in general, a lot of my content, a lot of the teachings that I provide, it's one of those things that where it really propels you to be almost like the center of attention. Now, it's not to become a person who is the center of attention and crave that attention, right? It will put you in those positions to become the person in the center of attention. Like the whole thing is all-star lifestyle, okay? And one of my videos that I had last year was that being a star isn't as bright as you think it is, because most people don't know or realize a star shines unapologetically, authentically. It is effortless. It's an effortless shine. When you see a star up in the sky and it just shines as it does. The same example like I gave for the moon. It was like it's just there unapologetically. It shines. It's always been there, of course, but that's the whole point of it. For when I bridge this in together, on why to stop giving a fuck about haters, because I was in a conversation the other day with an individual, and I was basically telling them the stuff that I do and what I talk about, and they asked me a question that is something that I overcame years ago, but he was like, how do you deal with the jealousy? Like, how do you deal with the hate? How do you deal with, people coming at you sideways? Because I even told them too. Shout out to everybody's pulling up. If you are here, say what's good, say what's up. Hit the like button, subscribe. We on the road to the top. It's your boy All Star Izzy. Actually, let me put a Q and oh, I can't put a Q and A. Fuck it. It is what it is. It'll probably show up in a second. I don't know. Anyways, but he was telling me, he was like, yeah, but I mean, how do you go about that? And it made me think a lot, because I've had many instances. I had dudes that try to really find out what is going on, try to befriend me to see which women I'm trying to smash. Trying to like stalk the Instagram pages. It's a lot of stuff that comes into it, right? Or even guys that act a certain way and kind of different around me, or it's a lot of things that come in. I'm not trying to be too specific, but just know that there has been some real things on the back end. But this is what I'm talking about. This is what we're gonna say today, is how to stop giving a fuck about haters. This is a very important lesson for people to understand, especially if you're a man that wants to thrive out there. And this can even be for women as well. Because I know there's gonna be some women that do watch me and they watch my content that could pick up some of the pieces that I talk about. Shout out to my guy Justin. How you feeling tonight, my dog? Great to see you, bro. Hopefully you caught that once you get treated like a king, I believe that's what it's called. Once you get treated like a king, there's no going back. That's a really great live. But thank you for participating. Thank you for being here today. Salute to you, bro. Shout out to you. But just in general, a lot of the teachings that I provide, a lot of things that I say, it captures attention. It's polarizing. It's authentic. It's honest. It's genuine, and it puts you in a position to win. That's how it works, and that's how it's always gonna be. Nothing that I provide, nothing that I say will ever be something that's gonna put you in a position to lose. But the only thing that it will be in position to lose is the old stuff that you actually have to lose. You gotta lose things in order to gain things. That's how this cycle goes. That's like game. That's evolution right there. You got to make sure that if you want to gain some more, you got to let go of whatever you had, whether that's an identity, whether that's habits, whether that's patterns, whether that's whatever is happening. You got to make sure that you're on point and that you're letting go of certain stuff, because how do you expect to gain when you're not losing anything? Like, how do you expect that? So shout out to everybody that's pulling up in the building. Thank you for being here. Hold on, give me one brief moment. Let me make sure I type this into the chat. Hold on. We about to get this thing going, man. Listen, hold on. All Star, and I think it types in my best friend. My best friend Nightbot will pull up if I'm not mistaken. But let's go ahead and get into this list, man. We got a couple of videos that came out, and I'm very proud of them. Those are some of the most beautiful videos. I put my official video. There's my buddy. What's up, player? What's up? Shout out to my dog Nightbot. Okay, we got a We got to make sure we get you a girl, Nightbot, because you be putting in so much work, bro. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? But in general, you know, I just dropped the video, the All-Star Method, well, actually it's how to approach women and talk to women. One of my favorite videos so far. It's a really good video, and it's a big method that I drop in there, something that assists me along the way. So that's one of the good things. You see, even with videos like that, looking at the list that I have, like how to become the ultimate ladies man, how to do this, like how to approach them, how to talk to women. You're always gonna have haters. There's gonna be people that judge you. And guess what? That's a good thing. If people judge you or if you got haters, there's something good that you're doing. First of all, the people who talk the most are always going to be the people that are in the bleachers, the people that are on the sidelines. They're the one that's always talking the most. You hardly ever have players, and unless they're like shit talking players, that's one thing. I'm just talking about sports in this part. But just in general, you hardly ever have players that complain or talk about certain shit. They're the ones that got to be focused and make sure they're doing what they're doing to get themselves out there. That is just what happens when your head is in the game. You don't worry about anything else outside. So when we're talking about this, and I'm telling you, oh, how to become the ultimate ladies man, okay, or how to flirt with older women, you don't think other guys, right, other guys, or even other women that could be attracted to you or be like, who does this guy think he is, right, whatever. But you don't think other guys want to talk to that sexy ass woman? Of course they did, right? And because they did, they think and they look at a person like yourself, judging it on a surface level and being like, well, who does this person think it is? Or who is this person, X, Y, and Z? This is where this all comes in, okay? How to stop giving a fuck about haters, and really is how to stop giving a fuck about the world as a man, as an individual who wants to thrive in what you do. You gotta, every step to evolution, you're always gonna have a wave of haters of some way, some sort, you know? It's just gonna happen like that, and it has to happen. Why? Because that means you're getting to a new place where you're finding yourself in different experiences. It's always gonna happen. You can't run from it. Let's get into this list, man. Excuse me. Let me go ahead and let me see where you at. Where you at? Now hold on. I could have swore I wrote this bitch down. Give me a second, y'all. Oh, my apologies. If not, I think I have it on muscle memory, but I'm pretty sure I wrote that thing down. I was most definitely making a thing about it. You know what? I may have, it might be in my other phone if I'm not mistaken, but you know what? Regardless, I'll talk about it off the dome. We're going to talk about off the dome piece. Yeah, so I have no idea where this bitch is at. I could have swore that I had this shit down. But shout out to everybody that's pulling up. Hit the like button and subscribe. Say what's up. It's your boy, All-Star Izzy. I appreciate y'all being here. Give me a second. Now, let's see. Is it right here? No, it's not right there. Is it right there? No, it's not right here. Is it right there? No, it's not right there. Fuck it. Let's get into this thing, all right? I don't got it, so we're going straight off the dome. What I remember saying when I was making when I was making this note about how to stop giving a fuck about haters. The biggest thing that I talked about, and this is gonna be like the overall thing. When it comes to people, trolls, haters, whoever, people that hate on you for anything, whatever the case, success with women, success with money, success with a life, success with what's going on. The biggest thing you gotta realize is that no one can take away who you are within. So this is what I mean by that. When I have a lot of trolls that come in sometimes. Like I'll get a lot of trolls. I'll get a lot of people that hate, a lot of people that just talk shit. They say whatever. But when I hear that, it's never I don't think it's ever a personal attack. I don't feel personally attacked. When I get that, and why I never get hurt, why I never feel no type of way. What's up, yo boy? But why I never feel no type of way is because I have something in me that can't be taken away. What's up, Say? But I have something in me that can't be taken away, and that's the confidence. You can't take confidence. So another thing too is that if you believe you're that guy in your mind, if you believe and you know that I'm confident, like I can be confident and do what I do, and it matches up in your reality, and you see it consistently, no one else outside you can ever talk shit on you. Like for instance, like a big artist, they make great music, so they get a Grammy, right? Or they get great music, and then their music shows into why they take so much time making their music, right? So, certain small things like that. That's something you can't take away from that person, because they know in their reality every day of what they do it shows up consistently. Because the thing where I've mentioned this before is that if it's easy for people to move you off your square, to make you emotional, to make you feel some type of way, then it's because you have an inconsistent belief within yourself. And being able to be unmovable and say, hey, look though, this is who I am, this is what I do, and I don't need anything else outside of me to say this is you're this and you're that. People gonna talk shit regardless, and that's the beautiful thing about this, because we can't just have all love. It has to be war and peace in this sense is what I'm talking about. Essentially, you gotta have both sides, because really people who hate, either they just don't like it, or two, you're showing something that they wish that they had. Like when if haters that I had with people with guys that would get jealous if I talk to girls, or if I'm talking to this girl, or I'm succeeding in this light, or reputation wise success, it's because I'm doing something that they're not displaying within themselves. So it's never really about me, it's about who they are. They talk about us behind our backs but never confront you all the time, of course. And they hide in the shadows about a lot of things too. And they can hide behind profile pictures. They can hide behind other people and say certain things. Shout out to my dog, we in the building, man. What's up? Hey, if you guys are here, don't forget to hit the like button. You guys are more than welcome to subscribe. My name is All Star Izzy. I'm an empowerment coach. I'm here speaking on how to stop giving a fuck about haters. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for taking this time. Let's kick this thing off, man. If you got any questions, definitely put a Q. Let's get this thing going. But that's the thing when with the haters, like I could give a fuck about someone who's hating. I love it because, again, like how I just pointed out, it's really never even about the person. It's not about you as the person. I remember I had a manager years ago, and he told me this one beautiful thing that stuck with me forever. But he was basically like, you know, when you have a really bad fucking customer that comes in and is being like, hey, you know what? I don't like you. I don't like your attitude. Or blah, blah, blah. Let's say they just came to you like that, and they're just feeling the type of way. They're coming at you passionately. They're upset. But they're not upset at you. They're upset about how their day's going. Now, it doesn't make them right for them acting that the way they are. Of course, be able to be assertive in that aspect. But I remember he was talking to me because I was asking him, because I was like, how can I move up? Like, I wanna be a better person. Like, I want to react better. I want to learn how to maneuver in the situation. He said that one of the best things that he was told and he's gonna pass down to me was saying, they're never talking to you as the person, they're always talking to the uniform. So let's take this into real life now. When people say certain shit, they're talking about something, it's never about the person. Like, it's not you. Unless you did something, then you gotta make sure you deal with that directly. But it's never about you per se. It is about what you're representing. It is about an unrepressed thing and to them. Because they're like, I can't confidently talk to women, but he's confidently talking to women. I can't confidently go about what I got to go about because I'm scared to see what the results are. I fear my own success, but this person doesn't fear the success. I feel some type of way. I need to tear him down. And they tearing him down the whole time, but really it's just a suppression within themselves. This is the biggest part. I don't ever hear nobody really talk about. This is the part where how do you stop caring in general, not just haters, but how you stop giving a fuck. Because when you know the results in your mind and how you are with yourself, how you carry yourself actually matches up with the results you get as it materializes in the world, no one can take nothing from you. That doesn't take away from you learning more. That doesn't take away from you having mentors. That doesn't take away from none of that. What it means is that I am saying, okay, hold on. You have no say in my life. You don't, and that's okay. But that's how you stop caring, because what I show up with is exactly what it is, and it's always gonna be like that. I need it as bad, yeah. Hey, that's great. I'm glad that you got that. Hey guys, is it weird if I think so? Drawing King, I think so. I think it is definitely weird, most definitely. That was that, of course, and it really tied. See, I tied it into all. I knew that was gonna be the main thing. It's just because, as you go in the world, you're always gonna have people that judge you. Shit, the closest people to you will judge you. The friends and the family, they're going to judge you some way, somehow. Whether that's like harshly, or the sibling banter, the cousin banter, like, oh, you ain't shit, like this and that. Just that type of conversation. You're always gonna have those with those who can be around and stuff. What's up, Rachel? But you're always gonna have people that's like that, regardless. But just in general, how to just not give a fuck is because no one can take that part from you. No one can take away from who you are. And if people can do that, if people make you feel emotional, if people get you out of your character, people get you out of your element, people make you even switch up. Let's say somebody did you wrong, right? Just in an instant of a situation, somebody did you wrong, but then you go out of your way to get back on them on some vengeance shit. Then that is them taking you out of your character. To remain into your character with to say they did what they did is fucked up. I'm never gonna let somebody treat me like that again, but I'm not going back to a situation that's gonna make me like that again. 9 plus 10, isn't that 21? No, I'm playing. It's one of my favorite numbers. 19 for sure. But regardless though, I used to do math. Jumping jacks. It was like kangaroo math. I think it was something like that. It was like a kangaroo jump. That's what it was. I remember we used to do that, and we had like math parties. I was really good at them, but I only wanted to go to like, it was in elementary school, but I only wanted to go to those because they had like a dance floor and they had Capri Suns. So I was like, hell yeah, I want to go to over there. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I started getting good at math. I was like, I just want to go to the dance floors and shit like that. You finna chill out, Larry? You crazy as hell. Oh yeah, for sure. What's up, y'all? Larry, you funny as hell, bro. But shout out to everybody. Don't forget to hit the like. You guys are more than welcome to sub. Thank you for being here. I'm talking about how to stop giving a fuck about haters. How to stop caring. Because it's easy to say the thing like, okay, how to stop caring about haters. Just ignore them. That's a good part. But truthfully, if you're someone who wants to thrive, I'm talking to those who want to thrive. If you want to thrive in the world and you want to be seen some way, somehow, this is what's gonna happen. You're going to be seen by people. People are gonna be seen. Do you got beers? I don't got no beers, but let's go ahead and get some, Brody. Very ghetto, I guess so. What's up, Mark? But regardless, though, that's just how it's gonna be. People are always gonna see you. People are like even you got some folks like Mark and other people that just come in and do what they want. You're gonna always have these types of people regardless. So when the people come, let's say this. Let's say you want to be a top player. You want to be the biggest singer in the world. Guess what? You're gonna have people like this that just gonna say shit regardless. They're just gonna do things. Doesn't have to move you off your square. It don't gotta mean nothing. But this is the whole point. Is that no matter what you're doing, there's just gonna be people talking shit. There's just gonna be people doing things, whether it's fun, whether it's trolling. We literally just talked about it. Jesse, we seen this at firsthand. But this happens all the time. And it's like, this is how you can stop giving a fuck. The world are always gonna have to, these are the type of dudes or something else. It's incredible. Exactly. You know what it is? They do their thing, but you know what's incredible about it? They always make my point, bro. Like every single time, they always make my point. Hey, that's a really long comment, but I appreciate you. Thank you for the comment. They make my point every single time when I talk on a subject and I need somebody to like basically refine it, and they make my point. And I think it's one of the most beautiful things here. Like this gentleman right over here, or I don't even know who this is, to be honest. You can't really tell because you know how these dudes, they don't have any profile pictures, they don't got no profile names and everything. But just regardless, when people see, the thing is, this is online. In person, I guarantee none of these people would ever say any shit like this in person. So the internet gives them like a moment to like kind of say what they need to say. What do they call it? Like Twitter fingers or some shit like that? I think that's what they call them. But just in general, hold on. There it is. Okay, perfect. But just in general, the world is going to always talk while the more you succeed and create yourself, create your life, do things, teach things, talk about things, show up the way that you show up, a consistent thing, not caring, not worrying about it, not being scared. Oh my God, hold on. Did they say something? I think I need to end the live because of this and that. No, it doesn't matter. People are always going to say shit. And if you're someone who is going to be upset and you're someone who is going to waste your whole day being upset by somebody, you have a lot to learn. You have a lot to gain. You have a lot of confidence you can gain. Shout out to the people that's pulling up in the building. Hit the like button, subscribe. We on the road to the top. Thank you for being here. But this is what I'm saying, though. How to stop giving a fuck about haters is to know that you can be the consistent guy every single time. You have to be consistent with yourself. You got to have an undeniable trust to yourself. Like one of my favorite quotes, you gotta be with yourself, win or lose. That's how you can really stop giving a fuck about haters. Is when you don't worry about who else has your back. That doesn't mean people can't be for there. That doesn't mean be somebody who's closed off. No, allow people to assist you if they want to assist you. But as long as you got your own assistance, then that's the closest thing that you really need in this life. You can have other people as well, and that's fine. But as long as you have you, you're gonna thrive every single time. Life's a performance, so players play with endurance. I fuck with that. That's a cool one. What's going on? How you doing, Viva? Great to see you. But that's what I mean. You gotta make sure that you can't let anyone take away. It's like anyone taking away your spark is really what it is. What's up, Jazzy? How you feeling? What's up, Jazzy? What's going on? What's up, though? What up, Nay? How you feeling? But that's something you can't take away from people. Don't let nobody take that part away from you that's inside. Because the moment, here's the thing. I'm good, Silly Cat. How are you? The moment people realize they can take away your shine, they could take away how, they can make you feel some type of way, move you off your squares and say, guess what? They're going to do that. They're going to play with it. They're going to use that to your benefit. You become the puppet, they become the puppeteer. You see, when they talk about, and I don't need to get too deep into this because this is not necessarily what I'm speaking on, but it reminds me of this when they talk about it's like a spiritual warfare kind of thing. You know that to me is more like it's in your mind. People wanna know that they have control over your thoughts and emotions by the things that they say. So if they're able to say certain shit to you, if I can say, you know what, let me see somebody here. Cole. Yeah, I am the guy from K-Pop Dino Hummers. Cole, let me say this, and this is no, I'm not disrespecting you either way, by the way. But Cole, you had some dirty shoes, and you looked at your shoes, and you like seen just a small scuff, and then you got real insecure about it, and then you felt some type of way. And that like plays a part in your mind, but I see that that makes you feel some type of way. I may be a dickhead and still probably make fun of it and just be like, oh yeah, that's what this is and that's what that is, because I can tell you got a weak mind. Not you necessarily, Cole. I just use it for an example. But that's when it comes to when people have weak minds is what I believe when they talk about the spiritual warfare. But that's what I'm saying for this thing. The kryptonite is really of what you let inside your mind and let inside of your body. Like for who you are and what you are, what you think, what you let other people feel like. It's always power dynamics. We speak about this a lot. I'm really interested in power dynamics, but that's why I teach the things that I teach right now and the things that I talk about. Is because things are power dynamics, whether we want to know that, would like to know that or not. But see, there can be genuine stuff to where people want to be a part of things. And see, that's where the thing people be like, oh, I got to play in the game, which there's two games. There's a game on the surface level, World 1, and then you got the real game that's on the back, which World 2, which is really behind all the scenes of what's actually happening when people start taking their facade and masquerade off and shit like that. That's your show. Wait, what show? Thank you. Nice surprise. Absolutely, absolutely. How you been though? I've been good. How you been? I've been creating, putting multiple videos out, just experiencing life, just out here thriving and making my empire day by day, moment by moment, and enjoying myself. You know what I'm saying? But when people can notice that and people feel like they can get that one up on you in your mind, some people, they're not going to really, they don't have to mess with you, but there's a lot of people that will. Just know that for sure. And it really starts as you grow up and in your adolescence, how you were in your family, how you are with your siblings, how you are with your mother, your father, what are your relationships and stuff like that. That can be small things too, and you can definitely grow out of it. But I had a conversation a couple of years ago. I remember we were talking about like just growing out of like younger years, teenage years into adulthood and stuff. And I remember, and it stuck with me because I remember this individual on the surface level, this individual was thriving. You know, we were thriving together. He was doing his thing, I'm doing my thing. But, you know, he had so much, he had a lot of vices, and the vices were coming into because he was trying to avoid about what the real stuff was going on or how he was people pleasing too much. And there's nothing, and I'm not doing this to shade him or anything. He knows what I do and what I speak on. He allowed me to speak on certain conversations when it comes to this. But, you know, him being good at his job was a translation to what he was before and how he was letting people demand him and boss him around because they know he had a weak mind. You see, a lot of people take weakness for kindness. For real. K-pop Demon Hunters. Oh yeah. I was in that movie. You didn't see my cameo? That's why I'm here now. Hey, keep it fly, Chaplain. What's up, man? Keep it fly. Appreciate you being here. Shout out to everybody that's here. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. We on the road to the top. Goober, you crazy? No, I don't, twin. I let the ladies handle that for me, twin. Appreciate you though, twin. Superstar, you know that, yeah, for sure. But that's how you stop caring or stop worrying about haters. To be honest, though, it's like what's your goal of like subscribers and stuff like that? My goal right now is 2K. I want to hit 2K right now. That's my goal. 2K. I really do want, because to be honest, I want to get to the end, like to fucking 1 million plus and beyond. But as of right now, I mean, you know, 1,000 at a time. I want to get to 2,000 for sure. I think that'd be a great goal by the end of the year. I get a 2K. That'd be lit. I think I could do it for sure. I mean, I'm consistent and I'm still going live. I think I can definitely go to 2K for sure. But I'm very grateful for the community that I have and people who show up for me. That shit means a lot. What do I think about abortion? So I don't really talk about stuff like that. I'm more on like, you know, dating and confidence and everything that comes into that. But you know, people are always gonna make their own. People are always gonna make their own decisions at the end of the day. I can't do nothing about that on my end, to be honest. Party next week. I just got invited to a party next week. That's crazy. That's what's up. Top 10 things that never happened, by the way. Goober, you wild. Appreciate that. You barely 9 views and 12 likes. You one of the ones that love to pocket watch and see it. I mean, at least you're good at observing though. I was gonna say observation, but then I was like, observing is probably a little bit better to say for you, because observation sounds like it's too much of a strong word to say for you. Shout out to you in the building. Appreciate you. What's his name? King David. You're not a king. You're loser David. Loser David. You're not that guy. Trust me, pal. Shout out to everybody. What's the difference between a priest and a Woody from Toy Story 2? Priest doesn't go live. Oh, yo. Hey, yo. Okay. I'm not, you see, y'all crazy, bro. Y'all crazy as fuck. Shout out to it, man. Nah, it's all good, Super. Appreciate you. What up, Ryder? What's up with it? You crazy. Jay Neal, don't copy and paste it, bro. Don't copy and paste it. Y'all crazy. Dating someone who got one. You fun, Chaplain. You funny as hell. You trying to put it into my niche about it. I mean, dating someone who got one, I wouldn't get into those conversations, so I wouldn't know, to be honest. I don't talk about stuff like that. I really don't. I don't get too deep into convos like that, like too deep to where like we're talking about like each other's history or like super past about like who they had this and that with, like that. I don't care about all that, to be honest. It's after midnight. It is after midnight. I forgot. These motherfuckers be coming out though. What up, Zoramina? What's up? I don't find you okay. Super need. I hope you're a girl. I hope you're a lady over 18 plus at that. Saying this comment. I'm gonna go ahead and read this. I don't find you conventionally attractive, but I consider keeping you around for a bit. That's one of the most insane. Actually, it's not one of the most insane comments. I just really hope you're a woman saying that. I'm gonna just hope. This is where you can have hope now. I hope that you're a lady telling me this, okay? Because it is after midnight, and I know how these dudes be. Hey, can you give my pal a shout out? Shout out to Hugh Jackman. What's up, Oscar? Shout out to what up, German? What's up, the owl? How you feeling? But look, hey, Justin, if you're still here, what did we just talk about? Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We on the road to the top, baby. Listen, but this is how you stop giving a fuck. Justin, if you still here, bro, look what just happened, dog. What's up, Lay? We just talked about it, bro. Literally about how to stop getting fucked, and then look what just happened. I tell you, this should just be happening for it. This is how it always assists, though. Okay, so for anybody, this is a real example right now. For anybody who wants to thrive in the spotlight, do what they want to do, right? They want to go out there, make some noise. First of all, I went on tours. I did shows, bunch of shows. I got booed on stage. I got booed off stage. I got told my music sucks. I got laughed at famous celebrities for the shit that I do, and I still kept going for what I did. Still 2026, we on the way. But just in general, I mean, if anybody wants to just thrive, just enjoy the comments that happen. You know, you don't give a fuck about this shit. Fags. What's up? Oh yeah, hey yeah, shout out to Mike. Vampire, you know that. You know that. Yeah, you know that. You had his outfit on yesterday? Yeah, because when I went to the grocery store, I went to the Walmart and shit. Blade is looking for me. I hope. I'm gonna ask him like, bro, like, you gotta teach me how to use a sword. No Diddy. Hold on. All right, Betty. I don't exactly. Yeah, I enjoy when people boo. Yeah, for sure, bro. For sure. We related? No way. You a vampire too? Yeah, no. I enjoy when people boo. I enjoy when people tell me that I suck, and I love it when people also tell me that I'm good. Like I love both. I gotta love both sides, the yin and yang. There's always negative and positive in this shit. But that's just happened. This is a real life example of like any shout out to those who are playing this, shout out to those who are viewing this right now. You want to thrive, whatever, even your corporate, it don't matter. This is how this shit is gonna happen. Just most people not gonna say it to your face. It's fun to embrace it. It is. Relying on dedication over motivation. Yeah, for sure. Always. Because the more, and two, I like that because the more that you're dedicated, the more motivation comes. I have this quote that I said it's in a ton of videos that I say. Go ahead to subscribe. Make sure to check out the videos. It's in my All-Star Empowerment playlist that I curated myself. But I would talk about how you need to do the thing. You need to make action and everything. The feelings will follow you. That's how this shit happens though. That's how it happens. You got to do something about it in order to feel it. See, this is why like when people would like, damn, I don't feel like doing shit. I need to feel motivated. Bitch, if you don't get your ass up and go do something, if you feel less motivated about going to the gym, you know when you go to the gym, you start lifting, you start going to cardio, you're going to feel hella good about yourself. You're going to be like, damn, I'm glad I went to the gym. You start getting motivated. You start feeling good about yourself. Why? Because you just got to do that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, pause, Chaplin. You crazy. Do you play VR and do you have Iron Strike? What's Iron Strike? Is that a cooking game? I don't play VR, though. I think VR is just... It's, you know what, to be honest, I don't think VR is that bad. I personally wouldn't want to do that for me though. I don't think that just like, I don't know. If maybe I get like some personalized, it gotta look like some shades. Maybe then, because like the big ones, I just don't think look swaggy. It just don't, and they don't feel comfortable for real. What's up, Jody? What my EBT balance? What does EBT stand for? That's a really good question. Man, hey, but nah, I don't want to, excuse me. I'm laughing because I thought the question is hilarious. But I hope those who do have EBT can excel, though. I'll say that for sure. Because I used to work at a place where there would be people with, like, families and everything, like, and they have to use, like, EBT or, like, certain coupons. And it was crazy, bro. It was crazy. Seeing that really puts it into perspective sometimes, bro. It should be wild. What's up, Lucia? Get money. You know that, John? You know what I'm saying? Get money and fuck bitches. For sure. There's a Lil Wayne song that says you don't need a bus pass. You need to bust your ass. I fuck with that. How old am I? I'm 27. How old are you? No, it's a fighting game? That shit sound cool as hell. Sweat. Food stamp card? Okay. Yeah, nah, yeah. Yeah, see, but like, I was... And I don't even want to say it's like a privilege, but I'm grateful to see like the other side of how things are. You know, I never grew up poor, but like seeing how people usually are, and like there's a lot of people that's like have to ball on a budget with like coupons and shit like that, bro. And that shit is no joke. And that shit is not funny either. Especially like when you see how they are. Everybody still has the same 24 and they can make better choices, but still, you know what I mean? It puts this into perspective. It definitely be like, damn, I got a lot of beautiful things going on in my life, but still, it's just, I hope those people can make a decision to thrive today. You know, too, on topic with this, on how to stop giving a fuck about haters or how to stop caring about the world. Like, okay, you gotta let go of the noise. Like, you gotta let go of this noise. Like, there's so much fucking noise in the world. There's so much damn people typing, and there's so much TikTok, so much like all that type shit. Like there's so much noise in this world. And if you allow this noise to consume you, you can't become an individual and thrive. And most people hate on people who are their own, authentic. Better than Drake. Drake Bell. Gratefulness is supreme for sure. Yeah, yeah. Shout out to it. Oh, Lucia, damn, you 11? Hey, 6'7". Man, my nephew was spamming that motherfucker to me, bro. I seen my nephew the other day. This dude kept saying that. I was like, you're crazy, bro. I can't believe you just said that to me. What is a song that best describes your life? I can't say like a complete song, like that say my whole life because I'm still living. But let me look right now real quick. I think a song though that I would choose. This is really good. Cause I got a lot of good songs. You know what? To be honest, it will probably be. Damn, I got two. Can I do two? Is that okay? Sing it? Nah, I can't sing. We'll go without. Yeah. If I can do two, I'll answer that. But if I gotta choose one, then I'm in a bit of a indecision. Because I don't even have an album that really says it. Do 5. That's a lot. I'm gonna just do 2. Fuck it. What up, Nightwing? Oh, what's good, Nightwing? How you feeling, man? Great to see you. Great to see you. It's been a while. What you thought of Bill Cosby? Was he framed? I just think that shit was fucked up, bro. I don't know. To be honest, I didn't look too deep into like the situation. I saw the headlines and I say that shit's fucked up. He was out here doing some crazy shit. And see, this is why women be having hella trust issues in this world. And this is why guys gotta, it's just crazy, bro. There's so many, like, when I really look into, like, the world, like, when I look on Twitter, if I'm actually on TikTok, the shit that I see is insane. Like, the stories that I cover going in the future are really going to, they gotta capture my eye now. I was just covering shit. Like, Corey Kenshin, that was a good one to cover. Because it was a lot to learn from that. And he obviously matured from that. That too. A bit of a conundrum, huh? Yeah, for sure. But I'll say 2 songs will be Excuse Me Miss, Jay-Z and Pharrell. And the second one will be Money Spread by Ken Carson. I think those are the 2 songs that explain my life very well right now, to be honest. There's a lot more, but those 2 definitely, I feel like that makes sense about me. The sun is bright tonight. You know that. Shout out to 40. What's up? Shout out to everybody in the building. If you haven't hit the like button, don't forget to hit the like button. You are more than welcome to subscribe. We are outside. What's up with it, man? But that is going to be the live mainly for, how to stop giving a fuck about what people say. Just order the world. Canceling out the noise. Now, you can still keep up with certain things. I'm not telling you not to. I think it's important to know what your unique blueprint is in this world. Like, who are you in this world? How do you want to define yourself? How do you want to move, basically? And that's important. It's important to know that and to do that and to thrive in this world. I mean, like I say all the time, authenticity is the new sexy. And it's always going to be. And it's only going to keep going up from here. But that's what I'm saying. If you want to keep continuing to get up, get right, do your thing, not care about the world, not care about people judging you, there may be some slight of careness, because I think if I did care about something, I would care about like a expert's opinion on something. That makes sense. If I'm in the craft of like more fashion and I see someone that thrives in it, I'd probably care about their perspective and be like, how can I get better on my fashion, or whatever the case is. Like, what pieces can I get better with? What pieces do you think I should style with? What natural, certain things like that. I think that's cool. But other stuff that's, as far as like caring about like haters in the world, like stop giving your power away to people who are powerless. The people who do all that BS or whatever the case is, those powerless people, but they frame their power as in like They're talking shit. They're saying stuff. They're trying to tear you down. That's powerless. That's cowardly. There's no power in that. There's no honor in that. It never will be either. No matter how long life lives, that's not gonna be a thing. That's an official statement too. I look like John Lennon. If he was, all right, you're crazy. The trauma people carry with them is real. The experiences people had shaped them for sure. You can thrive, but unfortunately, you can never forget. Like PTSD doesn't come just war. In their 20s, looking to evolve. Actually, yeah, I mean for sure. You know, it's just like of course you can't forget it, but that's what it's. You can't forget it, but it's good to move past it. It's good to not hold on to that vision, not hold on to the same dirty lens you had at 13 and you're 23 now. You shouldn't hold on to that type because that's only gonna fuck your vision up going forward. That's only gonna mess you up. So you just gotta keep moving forward for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Power for you. How do you say I have in Spanish? Peter, I don't know. Teach the class, man. But anyways, I'm about to go and get up out of here. If we got no questions, you're more than welcome to put a Q if that's gonna be all. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I see myself out of here. Okay, I got somewhere to be in a few. It is midnight, and I know you freaks be coming out at night, and you guys be really crazy out here. You know what I'm saying? Hey, for sure, tienes. Hey, shout out to the lazy algorithm pulled up and said, "Hey, tienes." I said it correctly. I'm Filipino, so I don't speak Spanish. You know what I'm saying? Yo tengo, I have. Yo tango. Yo tango. You know, it's people that use their English accents with like with Spanish words is hilarious. So they'll say things like de nada. I appreciate that. They be like de nada and shit like that. De nada. Can I get some leche? Should be sounding too crusty. But anyways, y'all, that's going to be my time. It's your boy, All-Star Izzy. To shine within is to shine without. Authenticity is the new sexy. Don't forget to hit the like button. Subscribe. We are in this thing. Listen, remember, stop giving a fuck about people that have whatever to say. And realize that you're the one that gives it the power for people to say the things that they say. All right? Hey, shout out to Lazy Algorithm for the lesson. Appreciate you.